Rivers State, they should think about this.
Julie, talking about this agreement with Mr. President,
yes.
and it's like you've submitted yourself, and at the end of the day, a lot of people are now blaming the governor for, signing the agreement, going into that peace pact with Mr. President. Now the governor is cherry picking from a number of things that he will honor in that particular agreement.
Yes, Fubara has been playing the victim in this matter. But when you look at that agreement, all of the noise about the agreement, what has he implemented? He was told to go and represent the budget because he presented the budget to 3 persons and then the speaker, 4 persons. When Lagos comes up with a budget, there will be, before then there would even be, what's it called? Public hearing. People will come, talk about the things that they want. They will now set up committees.
Yes. Inputs.
They will look at, they will make input. Even there are occasions when the governor will actually demand for some amount of money for a critical area. And the lawmakers in Lagos will say, no, we are giving you more money because we think that this sector is much more important than the money that you have set aside for it, that you have appropriated for it. That is how to look at this thing. And the president described he's facing just 4 persons to deliver, to present a billionaire budget as an affront on democracy. They told him to go back. Since you opted for peace, and they are saying, okay, these guys go back to the assembly, present it to the representatives of the people. Because what you've done by presenting the budget to just 4 persons, one of them the speaker, is not representative in any way. And I've challenged them, some of the people who think that, when we speak the truth, it has taken side. But they won't remember all the time that I've been condemning Wike on this matter. This is the nature of our people. And I've said, give me an example of a state where this sort of thing happened, where a governor presented budget to 4 persons. Well, I mean, it's ridiculous. He has refused to do that. He brought back people. He brought back commissioners. You will know that it did not come from his heart, because this is a person who has given cars to PAMSEX. His own cabinet members, they refuse to give them cars. He's been playing the victim, but you can see he's desperate to organize, to appoint caretaker local government chairman. They don't want him to do that. He said, and what Wike said from the beginning is, look, the ladder that you climb to the top, don't bring it down. Because this battle for, what's it called, structures, we all know in Nigerian politics what it is all about. And he's saying, look, it's even too early in the day. These are people who helped you to get there. It's too early to try and bring them down. They don't want him to install caretaker chairman. They want election. He's not prepared to do election. So what he's doing now is to stop. He called the GS, heads of personnel management in the local governments, and said, I'm going to pay directly. Where has he got the power to pay the salaries of local government workers by himself as governor? You see the way governors misuse power in our country. We talked about this for so long. And one thing that we want to see in Rivers is peace. We've said on this program that you, Wike, you are the elder. You have to play the role of the elder. When he was doing those press conferences abusing Fubara, you remember how many times, thank God these things are on YouTube, I condemned him. I said, look, you have to act your age. You shouldn't do this. Because at that time, he was not talking. But a lot of people don't talk. They are actually more dangerous than people who talk all the time. This is what we are seeing. Going to the extent of saying that they are assemblymen to the point that you recognize them as assemblymen, that is nonsense. I don't see why a governor should talk like that. Those guys, let the court declare that seat vacant. Because when you talk about, how they left, it is for the court to determine whether there was crisis sufficient enough for them to be able to cross to another party. And then, of course, how did they cross? Are they card-carrying members of APC as we speak? Or they just said that at the time to fool everyone? The court will be painstaking. The court will take a decision on that. He has to wait for the court, saying that he can recognize assembly members that were voted into office by the people. You have not got that locus. You have not got that power. You are just bluffing. You don't have that power. And in the fullness of time, if he continues with this kind of saber rattling, he's going to discover that he has not got the powers that he's boasting about. Maybe he wants, as I said earlier, maybe he will use thugs, but he must not even be allowed to get. They got away with destroying a giant edifice. It must not happen again.
It was bombed. Ultimately, you said the people of River State, they might be shortchanged.
Yes.
Because they voted for a governor.
Yes.
Now, if there's no peace between the House of Assembly and the executive arm,
Yes.
the state cannot move forward.
Yes.
So, the political interest in that state, right now.
He has not called a meeting of Jack. Jack. This where they share from the FAC. Ask anybody in Rivers whether he wants to be the one to pay local government workers by himself. Is he right?
You see, the problem is that